What's up YouTube, this is Asylon. Have you been playing Dragons Dogma 2 recently? Then you gotta watch out because players have found out about a new plague that can kill in-game NPCs and even entire towns that are full with people. Just like a player told on Reddit, after he rested for a night in the city of Vernworth, half of the town was dead. There's another Twitch streamer, Elajjaz, who reported even 169 dead NPCs overnight. Imagine playing an RPG with no left NPCs at all and your RPG turns to a horror game real quick. Now everybody asks himself, how could that happen? Is there a way to undo the inevitable? Now to answer your question quick, yes, there is a way to avoid all your NPCs to die, and it has to do with your pawns that follow you along the journey. So be careful because pawns carry the disease that is called Dragonsplague. I will tell you how to recognize pawns that have the disease and what you can do about it. The Dragonsplague can spread out between pawns only, so you're safe as the hero, but the NPCs around you definitely aren't. But how can you recognize which pawn is infected and which not? Now there's 4 ways to recognize clearly if one is infected, and that are: number 1, the Dragonsplague tutorial appears. If a tutorial page for the Dragonsplague disease appears, this means one of your pawns is infected. Note that this only appears the first time it happens, so you won't see this tutorial for any other instances, and it doesn't tell you which pawn is infected, so you have to use the rest of the symptoms to determine which pawn has it. Number 2, the pawn gets glowing red eyes that become more noticeable over time. Number 3, the pawn's touching their head as if they was in pain. Number 4, the pawn becomes rude to you, refuses commands and talks in sentences like "don't give no orders to me." Now as you know how you can recognize infected pawns, let's talk about how the disease can spread. Resting at an inn while an infected pawn is in your party causes the Dragonsplague to spread instantly. In-game you'll see a cutscene where the infected pawn turns into a shadowy, dragon-like creature. When you wake up, you'll see a message telling you that many innocent people lost their lives as a result of the Dragonsplague, and that the infected pawn has been returned to Beyond the Rift. You'll find most, if not all, NPCs in the area killed. There are no limitations to dying NPCs, not even story critical characters and vendors are safe from the disease. So is your game over when the disease came over your pawns and it killed half of your surrounding NPCs? The answer is no, because there is a way to revive the dead NPCs. You can revive them with an item called the Eternal Wakestone. It is way stronger than the Lazarus Stone. Instead of only reviving one person, you can revive many people, even a whole town. The Twitch streamer Elajjaz, who reported 169 NPCs dead, could revive all 169. Now you're thinking, where can I find the Wakestone? The answer is, you got to solve the puzzles of the Sphinx quest and defeat her in battle. You can find the Eternal Wakestone thereafter in a chest nearby. But watch out, you can only use the Wakestone once per item, so use them carefully. But what's more important, how can we avoid spreading the disease in the first place? If only the pawns carry the disease, we gotta heal them. And how can we heal them? We can't. The Dragonsplague cannot be removed with any curatives or medicines for pawns, so the fastest, easiest way to cure the Dragonsplague is to get your afflicted pawns killed or dismiss them as soon as you notice the symptoms. Support pawns you've hired can be quickly dismissed, preventing them from spreading the disease any further, though they're not actually cured. Main pawns, however, can only be cured by dying since they can't be dismissed. That means leading them to water or letting them get knocked down in combat and not reviving them are the only ways for them to die. Picking them up and throwing them into water is a sure way to send them off, as you should know that crossing water in Dragons Dogma 2 often results in the brine devouring you. Thankfully, your main pawn can be resummoned from a rift stone, so they're not permanently dead, but make sure you grab any stuff from your pawn's inventories before getting them killed. This was the most important information about Dragonsplague that I needed to give you. Thank you for watching, give it a like and subscribe to my channel and enjoy your day.